Okay, in this lecture video, no, we will be able to solve the given non-homogeneous higher order linear differential equation with the method of a undetermined coefficient, undetermined coefficient, with the method undetermined coefficient by this one by annihilator annihilator approach. Okay, on our previous lecture or video, okay, we discussed the superposition approach. Okay, anyway, both superposition and annihilator approach, no, under sila ng method of undetermined coefficients. So ano po ang difference, no, between the annihilator approach and the superposition approach? Okay, so before we proceed, no, with its difference, no, first thing first is that sabi natin that the given non-homogeneous higher order linear differential equation has a solution of y which is equal to your y sub c plus y sub b, where y sub c is said to be again your complementary solution. It is said to be your complementary solution, and y sub b is said to be our particular solution. Where complementary solution po is just simply the solution, okay, if the given differential equation ay nasa form ng HHOLDE or homogeneous higher order linear DE. Okay? So, ano po ang main difference ng superposition approach and annihilator approach? Okay? Their main difference is that how do we assume the value of your particular solution or our y sub p? Okay? Both annihilator and superposition approach, the value of your y sub p depend kung ano man po ang value ng ating function of x sa right side ng given differential equation. Okay? Same method on determined coefficients, no? Hahanapin mo yung y prime, y double prime, and so on and so forth. Kung ano man po yung nire-required ng given differential equation, substitute those to the given differential equation. Okay? Then, by some algebraic manipulations or yung by equating coefficients, no, solve for the undetermined coefficients or unknown coefficients. So ano pong main difference nila? Si annihilator approach po is that humahana or gumagamit po tayo rather ng differential operator. Okay? We use a differential operator. So ano-ano po yun? Like for example, no, suppose you have here an x raised to n, okay, function, an x raised to n function, the annihilator, okay, or the differential operator that can annihilates, or meaning to say annihilates to eliminate or to transform the given expression into zero. Okay, so the given differential operator po, that is just simply equal to d raised to n plus 1. Okay, the differential operator. Then if you have daw po x raised to n, okay, e raised to your alpha x. So we use alpha because some of the textbook, they use alpha as a notation. But anyway, this is just simply a parameter. Okay, so to annihilate the following expression, no, you can use your d minus your alpha k raised to n plus 1. Now, where alpha is said to be the coefficient of your exponent e. Okay? Then, if you have a function of both x raised to n, no, both x raised to n, and we have here your e raised to your alpha x times your cosine beta x, or if you have here x raised to n, e raised to your alpha x sine beta x. The annihilator po that can annihilate this one is in the form of your d squared minus we have here your 2 alpha d, okay, plus we have here your alpha squared plus we have here your beta squared raised to n plus 1. So the following differential operator po may use, no, to annihilate or to eliminate these expressions. An example of this, no, suppose we have here a simple function no, x raised to 3. No, suppose we have here your x raised to 3 plus, like for example, 3x squared plus 1. So to annihilate this one, no, we just simplifying its highest exponent. In this case, the highest exponent is just simply equal to 3. Therefore, the annihilator that can annihilate this one, that is d raised to 3 plus 1, or that is just simply equals to d raised to 4. So the idea of annihilator parang ganito po. No? So ibig sabihin, we just simply multiply a differential operator d raised to 4 to this function or this expression x cubed plus 3x squared plus 1. So ibig sabihin, by taking its fourth derivative, okay, the value of this expression would result to 0. So meaning, like for example, diba, if we take the first derivative of this expression, we have here 3x squared plus 6x. Now, if we take its second derivative, that is just simply 6x plus 6. If we take its third derivative, that is just simply said equal to 6. And if we take its fourth derivative, okay, that is just simply equal to 0. So its value annihilates or eliminate or reduce to 0. So that is your annihilator. An example of also, if you have your e raised to 3x, no, suppose you have e raised to 3x. In this case, as we observe that the value of your n here is just simply equal to 0 since wala kang multiplier na x, and the value of your alpha here is just simply equal to positive 3. So therefore, the annihilator that can annihilate this one is just simply d minus 3 raised to 0 plus 1, or just simply equal to d minus 3. So multiplying this one to the original expression, like for example, we have here d minus 3 e raised to 3x. Diba? By distributing this one, so we have here the derivative sir ng e raised to 3x. Okay, minus 3 e raised to 3x. Okay? In this case, no, by taking the derivative of this, that is just simply equal to 3, e raised to 3x minus 3 e raised to 3x. As we observe, that is just simply equal to 0. Okay? Another example is that if you have here x raised to 2 and e raised to 3x, and if you have here plus x e raised to 2x cosine or negative 2x cosine 3x. No, suppose we have this one. So the annihilator po that can annihilate this one, since we have here different functions, no? So first thing first, no, the annihilator po that can annihilate this one, si x squared e raised to 3x. Okay? In this case, ang n ko po dito is just simply equal to 2 and our alpha is equal to 3. So therefore, using the following forms, no, that is just simply d minus 3 raised to 2 plus 1, or the annihilator that can annihilate this one, that is d minus 3 raised to 3. Similarly, di ba, if we have here a raised to negative 2x cosine 3x, so the annihilator po that can annihilate this one is that ang n ko po dito is equal to 1. Okay? Our alpha is equal to negative 2. No? Alpha is negative 2 and your beta here is equal to positive 3. So using this form, di ba, that we have your d squared minus 2 alpha d, okay, plus we have your alpha squared plus your beta squared, okay, raised to n plus 1. Therefore, the annihilator po that can annihilate this one, that is d squared, okay, negative 2 times negative 2, so that is positive 4d, okay, negative 2 squared is 4 plus 9, that is 13, no, that is 13, tapos raised to 1 plus 1, so we have your raised to 2. Therefore, the differential operator that can annihilate this expression, no, the whole expression, is just simply the product of this. So that is d minus 3 raised to 3 times d squared plus 4d plus 13 squared. So that is the differential operator that can annihilate this expression. So in this case, how do we use, no, the annihilator approach or the differential in solving a non-homogeneous higher order linear differential equation. Okay? So the idea lang po is that no, find a differential operator that can annihilate the right side of your expression. In that case, after finding the differential operator D, multiply both sides so that the right side of your equation would be equal to 0. In that case, from a non-homogeneous higher order linear DE, it would reduce to homogeneous higher order DE. Then solve the given homogeneous higher order linear DE. Okay? Then, i-check mo po, no? This whole solution is just simply your solution. So, tanggalin mo lang yung po yung y sub c. Ang mga matitira pong expressions would be your y sub p. Would be your y sub p. An example of this, no? Suppose we have this one. Okay? Suppose we have here your y double prime. Okay? Plus, we have here your 4y prime. Okay? Plus, 4y is equal to 2x plus 6. No, suppose we have this. Okay? In this case, first thing first, hanapin natin si y sub c. That is just simply your y double prime plus we have here your 4y prime. Okay? Plus 4y is equal to 0. So in this case, its corresponding auxiliary form is equal to this. Okay? Factor. So we have here m plus 2. Quantity squared is equal to 0. Therefore, ang m ko dito is, or rather, yeah, ang m ko dito is equal to negative 2 and negative 2. Therefore, your y sub c is equal to c1 e to the negative 2x plus c2 x e to the negative 2x. So we have this one. Okay? Next thing, again, by annihilator approach, find a differential operator that can annihilate 2x plus 6. In this case, its highest exponent is just simply equal to 1. Okay, so since it is just simply a polynomial, so therefore, the annihilator that can annihilate this one is just simply CD squared. In this case, by multiplying both sides of this by d squared, so let's try to copy this one. Copy ko lang po ito. Copy. Paste. We have this. Suppose we have here yan, y double prime. So, multiply natin ito both sides by your differential operator, d squared. In this case, we have here your d squared times y double prime plus 4y prime plus y, or plus rather 4y. This one is 4y, okay, is equal to 0. So, obviously, it would be result to 0. Now get its auxiliary form, so that is m squared times that is m squared plus 4m plus 4 is equal to 0. So factor, that is m squared times that is m plus 2 raised to 2 is equal to 0. So we have here m is equal to 0, 0, negative 2, and negative 2. Therefore, your y here is just simply equal to 0. So c1 e raised to 0 is 1. Plus we have here c2x, okay, plus c3 e to the negative 2x, plus we have here c4x e to the negative 2x. In this case, as we observe that, no, etong value po nito, this expression, this whole expression, and this expression is just simply your y sub c. Diba? This whole expression is just simply the value of your y sub c. So meaning to say that ang matitira pong expression would be your y sub p. Because diba, the solution is just simply a sum ng yc and yp. So to solve for this one, okay, so in this case, diba, that the value of your y sub p is equal to this, no? Reduce mo lang po siya, palitan mo lang yung mga arbitrary constant ng A and B. So we have here y is equal to A plus we have here your bx. So the original expression would be this. So hinahanap natin up to the second derivative. So kunin natin. So we have here y prime is equal to B, and your y double prime is equal to 0. Okay, so substitute the valuing value. This is y sub b prime, and y sub b double prime to this expression. So, ang expression po natin, ang given natin is this. Copy ko ulit ito. Let's try to copy this one. Ayan. Copy natin to. So, in this case, papalitan po natin yung value ng mga y double prime, y prime, at y to this. So, the value of your y double prime is just simply 0 plus 4 times your y prime, that is b, plus we have your 4 times a plus bx is equal to 2x plus 6. So, parang superposition na po ito. Ang difference lang nila yung pagkuha ng value ni y sub p. In this case, we have here by equating its leading coefficient. So like for example, leading coefficient ng x. So we have here 4b is equal to 2. Therefore, the value of your b is equal to 1/2. And the value of your constant, that is 4b plus 4a, is equal to positive 6. In this case, the value of your b is equal to 1/2. So this is 4 times 1/2 plus 4a is equal to 6. This is 2 transpose. So therefore, a is 1. Therefore, the value of your y sub p by substituting the value of your a and b, that is 1 plus we have your 1/2 x. And therefore, its solution is a combination ng yc at yp. So therefore, its solution, that is y is equal to c1 e raised to negative 2x plus c2x e to the negative 2x plus 1 plus, that is 1/2 x. So here is your solution. No, a combination ng yc and yp. So hindi siya halos pares, actually they are both undetermined coefficients, no? Different approaches lang po in finding your y sub p or in assuming the value of your y sub p. Okay? Another example. Okay? Another example, suppose we have this one, number 2. Okay, number 2. Okay, suppose we have this one. No, suppose we have here y double prime minus 2y prime plus 5y, okay, is equal to e raised to x sine x. Now, suppose we have this. So again, first thing first, no, let's try to find the value of y sub c. So in this case, we have your y double prime minus 2y prime plus 5y is equal to 0. So its corresponding auxiliary form, that is m squared minus 2m plus 5 is equal to 0. But in this case, as observed, this is not factorable. So we try to use the quadratic formula, that is m is equal to the negative of this, that is 2, plus or minus the square root of 4 minus 4ac, so that is 20, all over 2. So in this case, that is 2 plus or minus negative 16, so that is 4i all over 2. So therefore, m is equal to 1, no 1 plus or minus 2i, plus or minus 2i. So therefore, your y sub c here, okay, is equal to c1 e raised to x cosine 2x plus c2 e raised to x sine 2x. So that is your y sub c. Okay, next thing is find the value of your y sub b. Again, find a differential operator that can annihilate e raised to x sine x. In this case, your n is equal to 0, your alpha is equal to 1, and your beta is equal to 1. So the form of this po, that is d squared minus 2 alpha d, okay, plus we have here your alpha squared plus your beta squared raised to n plus 1. Or that is just simply d squared minus 2d plus 2. No? D squared minus 2d plus 2. Okay? Say 1 plus 1 is 2. So we have this one. Ngayon, multiply nyo po ito both sides, or that is just simply mangyayari d squared minus 2d plus 2 times, that is y double prime minus 2y prime plus 5y, okay, is equal to, obviously magiging 0 na siya. No, magiging 0 na yan kasi we annihilate. Transform it to corresponding auxiliary form, that is m squared minus 2m plus 2 times, that is m squared minus 2m plus 5 is equal to 0. So, ito, as we observe, its solution, that is 1 plus or minus 2i. Ito, using quadratic formula, m is equal to negative of this, so that is 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 minus 4. And 4 minus 4 AC nga pala yun, no? So this one is 4 minus 8 all over 2, where this one is equal to 2 plus or minus negative 4, so that is 2i over 2. So therefore, this is equal to 1 plus or minus I. Okay? Therefore, your solution y is equal to c1 e raised to x cosine x plus c2 e raised to x sine x. Okay? Plus we have here c3 e raised to x cosine 2x plus c raised to 4 e raised to x sine 2x. But then again, as we observe, this expression is just simply si y sub c. Therefore, etong natitira siya si y sub p. So, papalitan nyo lang po yung mga arbitrary constant ng ng a and b. So, para mangyari, your y sub p here is equal to a e raised to x cosine x plus we have here b e raised to x sine x. Sir, question, somehow, sir, parehas lang naman sila ng superposition approach, no? Mas mahaba lang siya. Yes, no? Yes, mas mahaba siya. Kasi sa superposition approach, basta makita mo na yung expression sa right side, pwede ka na mag-assume ng any y sub b. Dito, kailangan mo pang hanapin yung differential operator that can annihilate. So, anong advantage ng annihilator approach? The advantage of the annihilator approach is that dito po, hindi mo na kailangan mag-glitch method. 'Di ba? Sa superposition approach, kapag nakalimutan mo po na yung y sub p mo is part of your y sub c, it would result to an inconsistency. In this case, wala na pong ganun. Kasi nakukuha niya na yung mga tinatawag nating glitch method. Okay? Anyway, ang hinahanap natin is up to the second derivative of this. So, we have here your y prime of p is equal to a times, that is e raised to x cosine x minus e raised to x sine x, okay, plus we have here b times we have here no, e raised to x sine x plus e raised to x cosine x. Okay, then the value of your y double prime of p, so that is a times, eto rin yun, e raised to x cosine x minus e raised to x sine x minus derivative po na to, yan, e raised to x sine x minus e raised to x cosine x, no, using product rule, plus we have here b times derivative ng e raised to x sine x, that is e raised to x sine x plus e raised to x cosine x. Derivative po nito, e raised to x cosine x minus e raised to x sine x. So, substituting the following values po to this, no, our original expression po is this one. Copy ko to. Here is the original expression. Okay? So, yung y double prime po natin, simplify na lang natin siya. Now, your y double prime is just simply equal, sir, to, yan, now that is a times, somehow makakancel to si e raised to x dito. Cancel yan. So ito we have here na lang negative 2x negative 2x sine x. Okay. Plus b. Anyway, dito naman makakancel naman po ito. Yan. Okay, so we have here times a raised to, that is 2, 2 a raised to x cosine x. Okay, that is your y double prime. Minus 2 times your y prime. Ang y prime ko, a times a raised to x cosine x minus e to the x sine x. Okay, plus b times e raised to x sine x plus e raised to x cosine x. Okay, plus we have here 5 times the value of your y, that is a e raised to x cosine x plus b e raised to x sine x, which is equal to e raised to x sine x. So equate natin yung mga following coefficients. This is e raised to x, sorry. This one is e raised to x. This one is e raised to x sine. Okay, equating the following coefficients. So, like for example, coefficient ng e raised to x sine x. Sa left side we have your negative 2a plus 2a. This one a 2a. Okay, plus or minus 2b. Minus 2b. Okay, minus 2b plus 5b, no? Plus 5b. Okay, plus 5b is equal to 1. So ito, makakancel to. 3, so therefore b is equal to 1/3. Okay, coefficient naman po ng e raised to cosine x. Okay, sa left side, so we have here 2b. 2b. Ano ba? 2b minus 2a minus 2a minus 2b minus 2b. This one is plus 5a is equal to 0. So makakancel po ito. Oops, that one. This one. So therefore, ang a ko po dito is equal to 0. Therefore, ang y sub p ko po is equal to a is 0, di ba? So we have here 1 over 3 e raised to x sine x. Okay? So pagsamahin lang po natin yung yc and yp. This is yc. Okay? So therefore, that is y is equal to, ito, copying ko na lang to. And this is y sub c, okay, plus yp, which is equal to plus 1 over 3 e raised to x sine x. So we have this one. Okay? So yan po si annihilator approach, no? That is your annihilator approach. Okay? Okay, that is the approach. Another example. Okay. Suppose we have this, no? Suppose given yung initial value problem, no? We have an initial value problem that suppose we have y double prime plus y is equal to 8 cosine 2x, no? 8 cosine 2x minus 4 sine x, no? 4 sine x. Okay? Given yung mga initial value problems na y of pi over 2 is equal to negative 1 and y prime of pi over 2 is equal to 0. Now suppose we have this. So using annihilator approach, again, kunin muna natin si y sub c. So that is y double prime plus y is equal to 0. So we have here m squared plus m is equal to 0, or rather 1. M squared plus 1 is equal to 0. So m is equal to plus or minus I. Therefore, your y sub c here is equal to c1 cosine x plus c2 sine x. Okay? Then your y sub p, hanapin nyo po yung annihilator. So like for example, for 8 cosine 2x, okay, your alpha here is equal to 0. Your n is also equal to 0, but your beta is equal to 2. So therefore, the annihilator po, that is, ano, diba? Ito yung form. No, that is d squared minus 2 alpha d plus we have alpha squared plus beta squared raised to n plus 1. So, ibig sabihin po, ang alpha mo is 0. So, we have your d squared plus 4. No, that is d squared plus 4. Then, we have here naman for 4 sine 2x. Okay? The annihilator. So, ang n mo is 0. Your alpha is also 0, but your beta is 1. Okay? So, therefore, the annihilator, that is d squared plus 1. Okay? Multiplying the product of this to this, so ibig sabihin, we have here your d squared plus 1, okay, times that is d squared plus 4, times we have here your m squared plus 1 is equal to 0. So in this case, we have your m is equal to, or transform into corresponding auxiliary form, that is m squared plus 1, okay, times this is m squared plus 4, times that is m squared plus 1 is equal to 0. Simplify. This is m squared plus 4 times m squared plus 1 squared. So, dalawang beses to na ulit. Okay? So, simplify po ito. Therefore, that is m is equal to plus or minus 2i. Okay? Plus or minus I, tsaka plus or minus I. Okay, dalawang plus or minus I. Therefore, your y, your whole solution, that is c1 e raised to negative 2x. Oops. Imaginary siya. So that is cosine 2x. Okay. Plus c2. Yan. C2 sine 2x. Okay. Plus c3 cosine x. Plus c4 sine x. Plus c5 x cosine x plus c6 x sine x, no, x sine x. So kunin nyo lang po yung up to the no, your y sub c. As we observe, eto na po yung ating y sub c. Ito siya, si y sub c. So ibig sabihin, ang mga matitira po, this one, the red line, okay, and this one would be your y sub p. Okay? Okay, y sub p siya. So therefore, your y sub p is equal to a cosine 2x plus b sine 2x, okay, plus c x cosine x plus e. Kasi hindi tayo gumagamit ng d. D for differential operator kasi siya. D sine x. So, kunin natin up to the second derivative, yun yung hinihingi ng expression. So, therefore, we have your y prime of p. Y prime of p, that is negative 2a sine 2x, okay, plus 2b cosine x plus c times the product of this, product rule. So, that is cosine x minus x sine x, no? That is x sine x, okay, plus e times, this is sine x plus cosine x, no? Okay? Sine x, x cosine x pala. This is x cosine x. Okay, so second derivative, no, y sub p double prime is equal to derivative po neto, that is negative 2a or negative 4a cosine 2x, okay, minus 4b sine, this is 2x, no? Okay, 2. Sine 2x, okay, this is sine 2x. Yan, sine 2x. Okay, but this one, ang derivative po nito, that is c times negative sine, no? Negative sine minus sine, negative 2 cosine, ito, negative sine x, okay, minus, ang derivative nito, negative sine x minus x cosine x, okay, plus e times sine x, derivative nito cosine. So, ito magiging 2 cosine x, 2 cosine x minus x sine x. So, that is your y double prime. No? Substitute natin to the original expression. Ito yung original given. Ito. Kasi nakuha na natin sila. So, rewrite ko lang po ito. Copy. Copy this. This one. This is y double prime. Yan. Now we have your y double prime. Yan, y double prime. So in this case, ang y double prime ko, substitute ko negative 4a cosine 2x minus 4b sine 2x. Okay. Plus c times negative 2 sine x minus x cosine x. Yan. Plus e 2 cosine x minus x sine x. So that is y double prime plus y prime. Ang y prime ko ito. So a cosine 2x plus b sine 2x plus cx cosine x plus e x sine x is equal to 8 cos 2x minus 4 sine x. Okay, kunin muna natin yung mga leading coefficient, like for example, x cosine 2x muna. Wala pala to, no? Okay, so cosine 2x muna. Cosine 2x. So cosine 2x po, ang coefficient niya sa left side, we have your negative 4a, this one, negative 4a, okay na ako dito, tsaka ito, plus a. So we have here plus a is equal to 8. Sa right side, we have 8. So therefore, ang value po ng a natin dito, that is negative 8 over 3. That is your a. Okay, next one, we have here your sine 2x. Okay, ang value naman po niya, ito, this is negative 4b plus b equal to 0. No? Equal to 0. So therefore, that is negative 4b plus b is equal to 0. So therefore, b is 0. No, b is 0. Next is, we have here x cosine x. No, x cosine x. So x cosine x naman po, eto meron ako negative c plus c. O, negative c plus c. Ayan. So, negative c plus c is equal to 0, or therefore that is 0 is equal to 0. So, okay lang siya para nag-cancel out lang. No? Next is x sine x. X sine x naman po, x sine x. Ito, meron ako negative 2. Sorry, this is not x sine x. X sine x, meron ako negative e plus e. Ayan naman siya. So parang pag sinulat ko yan, negative e plus e, or that is equal to 0. Okay? Next is cosine x. Cosine. Ang cosine ko po, eto, 2e. Other pen. Ito. Meron akong 2e. This is 2e. 2e. No? 2e. So, ibig sabihin, we have here 2e is equal to 0. So, therefore, this is 0 is equal to 0 na. So, okay lang siya. This is, therefore, e is 0. Okay, tapos, sin x, coefficient ng sin x, sa left side, yung natitira, so that is negative 2c is equal to negative 4. So, therefore, c is positive 2. So, nakuha na natin yung mga values, substitute with the value of y sub p. So, ang y sub p ko, eto siya. So, yan, y sub p. So, therefore, ang y sub p ko is equal to the value of your a, negative 8 over 3 cosine 2x. b is 0, e is 0, and c is 2. So, ibig sabihin, plus 2x cosine x. So, ito yung aking y sub p. Now, that is your y sub p. So, sino ngayon yung aking solution? Your solution is a combination ng yc and yp. So, that is y is equal to, ang yc ko, ito, c1 cosine x, c2 sine x. No? So, that is, again, c1 cosine x plus c2 sine x. Tapos, sama ko to, that is negative 8 over 3 cosine 2x plus 2x cosine x. Ngayon, meron akong mga initial value problems. No, initial values. So, first thing, ito yung aking mga initial value. Copy ko to. So, copy the following initial value problems to this. Ayan. So, ito yung initial value ko. Ibig sabihin that the value of your x is equal to pi over 2, k and y is negative 1. So, substitute po to this. So, this is negative 1 is equal to c1 cosine pi over 2 plus c2 sine pi over 2 minus 8 over 3 cosine 2 times pi over 2. Okay? Plus 2 times pi over 2 cosine pi over 2. But in this case, as we observe, ang cosine pi over 2 is just simply equal to 0. Ang sine pi over 2 is 1. Ito makakancel. Cosine pi is negative 1. Ito po, 0 na rin. So, ang matitira po dito, that is negative 1 is equal to your c sub 2 plus 8 over 3. Transpose, ito sa left side, so therefore c sub 2 is equal to negative 11 over 3. That is negative 11 over 3. Okay? Another initial value, so we have here y prime. So kunin natin yung first derivative na to. That is y prime is equal to negative c1 sine x, okay, plus c2 cosine x, okay, minus or magiging plus 16 over 3 sine 2x. This is plus 2, that is 2x sine x minus, ay hindi, 2, tama. Then. This is 2 cosine x minus 2x sine x. So dito ang value naman ng x, ganun pa din, pi over 2, and your y prime is 0. So ibig sabihin 0 to is equal to c1 sine pi over 2 plus c2 cosine pi over 2 plus this is 16 over 3 sine 2 times pi over 2, okay, plus 2 cosine pi over 2 minus 2 times pi over 2 sine pi over 2. Okay? So, in this case, sine pi over 2 is 1, cosine pi over 2 is 0, makakancel to, sine pi is 0, cosine pi over 2 is 0, makakancel to, magiging pi, we know na this one is 1. So, therefore, the value of your C1 po dito, C1 is equal to pi. No? Pi. Okay? So therefore, your solution, your particular solution, that is y is equal to pi cosine x, the value of your C2, that is negative 11 over 3 sine x minus 8 over 3 cosine 2x plus 2x cosine x. So here is your particular solution. Here is your particular solution. Okay? And here is your kanina, your general solution. No? Yung merong arbitrary constant. This one. Your general solution. So somehow, again, this is your general solution. And this is your particular solution. Particular solution. So this would be the end of this video. For additional example, I will provide some exercises.